Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Emeka. I'm back with another video, man. How you guys doing? I do hope you're doing great today. You know what I mean? This is something that I want to react to only because next year, sometime, I want to go to Europe and see these ultras do their thing in person. Like, I know a few of the teams that I want to go see. But then, like, I may be out there for like a month or 2 months, so I could, every week go to the next city. And I've been invited by a lot of you people, to come visit. I've been told that, hey, if I come visit, I get a free ticket, I get a free place to stay, all of that good stuff. And I really, 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 really appreciate that, man. You guys are like my friends. Top 10 most dangerous football fans. So I'm watching this just to know which teams I may not visit. I still might, but it depends on how crazy and how dangerous they are. So we're about to go ahead and check this out, man. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. Like the video for sure. And that helps the channel out. Like the video. All right, let's go ahead and check this out.
Welcome to Euro Football Daily, where today we're looking at some of the scariest, toughest, and most violent football fans.
Most violent. Ooh.
10. Dynamo Dresden.
Dynamo Dresden in Germany, right?
Despite
K-Block?
spending time in Germany's second and third tiers, they still regularly draw audiences of 27,000 people, more than 10,000 more than the average attendance of the English Championship. Dresden fans manage to maintain a wide range.
And they are wild. I've seen their
Berliner Dynamo a particular enemy, along with the clubs of nearby city Leipzig. And in 2016, this local hatred reared its head again as Dynamo faced off against Red Bull Leipzig in the German Cup. With Red Bull already unpopular for their huge...
Well, they got a black person under the team. I feel like I'll be safe to go there. You know what I mean?
spending and corporate sponsorship.
Oh, that was Leipzig. I'm sorry. That was a different team.
Dresden fans made their feelings clear when they
K-Block. I know that.
A cow onto the pitch. And to cap the insult, Dresden won the game on penalties. 9. Zenit.
They didn't say anything about how violent they are. Like, I mean, they just did something crazy by throwing a beheaded an animal and throwing it on the pitch. But I didn't see anything too crazy. Like, hey, if you're not a real supporter of the team, don't go visit. I didn't see any of that. Dresden, I've seen your ultras. You guys are lit. Could be a place I may go check out. Zenit in
Football
Russia,
at its
right?
best can bring people together, but in Russia there remains a huge racism problem, with Zenit St. Petersburg a particularly vile example. The club's ultras have repeatedly called for an all-white team.
Yeah, I'm not going there. But then again, Russia, what's going on right now? I don't, what I mean?
Besides, foreign and black players undermine its traditional identity. Zenit thugs have even made monkey noises at black players during games, and in 2012 a group of supporters sent an open letter to the club, again criticising the team's diversity and calling gay players unworthy of our great city. French midfielder Jon Umvila turned down a move to Zenit after receiving death threats from fans, and the disgusting behaviour doesn't end with racism, as in 2012 a Dynamo Moscow player was injured after the crowd pelted him with firecrackers. 8.
So now you see, comparing that to Dresden, Dynamo Dresden, nothing. I mean, this is extreme. I'm definitely one. I don't think anybody would want to really go to Russia at the moment with all that's going on, but definitely not going to go visit Zenit. If they play away, not going. You know what I mean?
8 and 7,
Argentina
and River Plate. Numbers 8 and 7 are two great rivals of Argentinian football, Boca Juniors and River Plate. Like many clubs, these two have hooligan organisations among their fans called Barra Bravas. Violence has long been a part of football in Argentina, with a Vélez Sarsfield fan murdered by police back in 1958, seemingly at the command of River fans. And these ultras, called the drunks of the stands, have also been known to ambush fans of other teams, once attacking a bus of Newell's Old Boys supporters in 2003 and killing 2.
No!
The rivalry between the two Buenos Aires clubs is the fiercest in the country, with one of football's worst tragedies occurring in 1968 when a fight broke out during a match. In a rush for the exits, 71 people were crushed to death. and lessons have not been learned, as in 2002 a Super Classico between the clubs had to be abandoned after fans were shot. In 2011, when River was shockingly relegated from the top flight, an enormous riot ensued, with more than 2,000 police deployed as fans looted shops, set cars alight, and hospitalized more than 50 people. They say football is a religion in South America, but sometimes it seems more like a war.
Yo! See, I don't know if this is still happening at this moment. A lot of these were like stuff that happened back in the day, the 60s, 2002, which is like 20 years ago. Is it safer now? Argentina's a place I do want to visit one day, you know what I mean? I've been invited by some Boca Junior fans. You know, I mean, I don't think that will stop me.
6. Galatasaray.
Turkey.
The sign said "Welcome to Hell" when Manchester United touched down in Istanbul back in 1993, and Galatasaray fans were true to their word. The match was bookended by mayhem on the streets, and the police were complicit.
Do you see the fire? This is what I like to see. I need to react to the Galatasaray, the ultras over there. I like to see a little bit of fire.
Innocent fans and throwing more than 150 in jail, as well as hitting Eric Cantona in the head with a truncheon. Subsequent matchups between Gala and English opposition saw renewed hostilities, as 2 Leeds fans were stabbed to death in Turkey back in 2000.
In 2000, that was 20 years ago. But you know, the thing with me is that I go to these places. I'm always neutral. If I were to go to Galatasaray, I'm not really going there to support Galatasaray. I'm just going to be neutral. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be involved in the fans arguments or beefs or any of that. Just there to enjoy the experience.
Refused to wear black armbands. And before the UEFA Cup final against Arsenal that very year, Copenhagen was overrun by supporters on the rampage, with English hooligans and Turkish fans going toe-to-toe. In the end, Gala supporters raised the Turkish flag in the city square, and 4 people were stabbed. 5. Dinamo Zagreb.
What is in Croatia?
Sides called Dinamo. This time it's Croatian side Zagreb.
Yeah, I know my team.
Firm, the Bad Blue Boys, have used their team's rivalry with Hajduk Split as an excuse for some appalling behaviour over the years. Damn. Known as the Eternal Derby, the fixture is hard fought, and fans have their own contest off the pitch, with footage emerging of street battles involving baseball bats, chains, and iron bars. But Dinamo's darkest chapter came in 1990 during a game against Red Star Belgrade. Croatia's move
Belgrade is in Serbia.
Yugoslavia had heightened ethnic tensions, and Red Star fans chanted "Zagreb is Serbian" as they attacked Dinamo supporters with knives and chairs. Even the players got involved, the great Zvonimir Boban becoming a Croatian icon when he kicked a policeman who was fighting a Dinamo fan. 4. Lazio. Lazio has long been associated with fascism and racism. It hasn't been helped by famous Laziali like Paolo Di Canio, who infamously made a fascist salute at the stadium.
He played for West Ham, right? I remember that face.
And publicly praised former Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. Clubs with historically left-wing fan bases like Livorno and Roma have been the target of particular abuse. In the late 90s, banners were displayed with insults to black players and Holocaust taunts aimed at Jewish supporters. In 2012, that anti-Semitism went further still, as Tottenham fans were stabbed by neo-Nazi thugs in the run-up to a Europa League fixture.
Lazio on the list. Look at that! Do you see that? Lazio, I mean, your ultras are interestingly wild. I've seen the videos. But if this is real, then I don't know.
While the club has been infiltrated by right-wing extremists, the problems are not limited to a few bad apples. As recently as 2015, Lazio fans made monkey noises at Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, and Napoli's ultras responded by wearing masks of the player's face to show solidarity with their star defender.
I like that.
Wisla Krakow.
What? He played for Napoli.
The supporters of Poland.
Krakow, Poland? I've been to Krakow, Poland. My favorite place on the planet. Wow.
British outfit Wisla Krakow have waged what they call a holy war against local rivals KS Cracovia for 110 years now. The long history of violence in Poland earned Krakow the nickname the City of Knives, and infamously Parma's Dino Baggio was hit in the head by a blade thrown from the crowd back in 1993. Altercations between the Krakow clubs started as far back as the 1940s, when the football field became a battleground, and in recent years matters have worsened, with 8 people murdered in football-related street fights between 2004 and 2006. However, the rivalry did see one period of ceasefire, when police brutality in 1990 prompted the two sets of fans to...
These are all old. Like, I mean, these stories are kind of old. Is anything happening now? Like, now, in the past 3 years, 4 years? Haven't heard anything.
Their differences,
but still,
fight a common enemy. The Soviet embassy was vandalized, and football fans ruled the city for just a few hours. 2. Ferencváros.
Don't know
the
where
club
that
of all-time greats like Laszlo Kubala and Sándor Kocsis, Hungary's Ferencváros have seen their reputation decline
since
the golden age of the 1950s, when Hungary dominated club and international football. In the modern era, Ferencváros thugs have fought Millwall fans and were forced to play a game in Malta behind closed doors after crowd trouble. Even the club's players are not safe, with the end of the 2002-2003 season seeing several games played in an empty stadium after supporters tried to attack their own team. Racism is common among the club's hardcore factions, and Ferencváros have repeatedly been fined for chants and projectiles directed at players. Meanwhile, their rivalry...
Ferencváros, whatever your name is, I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
has led to police intervention and the use of tear gas on multiple occasions. 1. Al-Masry. Located in Port Said, a major port city in Egypt, Al-Masry is one of the country's...
I was going to say Morocco, but I was
most popular teams, and competes with Cairo side Al-Ahly for the Egyptian Premier League title most years. Al-Masry's hooligan firm, the Ultra Green Eagles, became notorious after their rivalry with Al-Ahly led to one of the worst stadium disasters of all time. After a 3-1 home victory over Al-Ahly in 2012, a riot broke out, and Al-Masry supporters came from all over the city to attack the visitors. They were armed with knives, swords, bottles and fireworks, and 74 people were killed. 72 of them Al-Ahly fans. More than 500 were injured and 73 were arrested afterwards, with 11 sentenced to death for their part in the events. The Al-Ahly
sentenced to death.
Manager and players testified later that they had watched fans die in the changing room, and the Premier League was cancelled for 2 seasons. It's thought that the government may have even played a part in starting the riot, due to the involvement of Al-Ahly's fan groups in liberal political protests. So those were our top 10 most dangerous fans in football. But who did we miss out?
What a video. I enjoyed that. I know where not to go to. There's some places on this list that I'll still go to. You know what I mean? Zenit, not going there. A few of the others. But I enjoyed this. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know some other dangerous football fans or ultras in the comments. Catch you guys in the next video. Love you guys, and as always, peace.